Good evening. Welcome to the performance. This is the first piece. This is not a recording. I'm not in the room with you, but I'm close by, in the corridor outside. I'm trying to imagine what it's like in there. Are you too cold? Or is it warm? I found this building can feel a bit stuffy sometimes. If you need something to look at, you can look at the dog on the stage, or the person next to you, their hands or their knees. Usually there's something a little bit in front of them, like their bag or coat, that you can see without turning your head too far, because it's impolite to turn your head fully and look square at them. Or you can look at the back of the head of the person in front of you, their hair or scarf or something. You can also close your eyes or look at the ceiling. I think I would look at people's hands. Do they move and what they touch during the day? Hands would be my choice, or the dog. Really looking at the dog, finding out new things about it, cataloging its various features. I don't want to call it he or she because there's no way to really tell one way or the other, but it does feel impolite to say it. If you need help getting in the mood, this is the soundtrack to 2005's Nintendogs. It's a video game where you take care of up to 3 virtual dogs. What do you think it would feel like to run your hands through its fur? What would it feel like for the person next to you to run their hands through its fur? Is someone in the room with you wearing a lot of hair product? Sometimes people have a kind of cloud of hairspray or cologne that follows them around everywhere or trails behind them like the wake behind a ship. How do their hands feel when they run them through their hair? That sound that transmits through your skull? These notes are A, C, D, and E. This sound is called trumpet on this toy keyboard. But it's different from pets like your dog or cat. Did you feed them today? Is this dog hungry? What would you name it? What if this is what everybody in the world called you? I am now the dog in front of you. This is me. I have never pooped or peed, but I really have to. I have soft and long fur. Other dogs have envied my fur, and many people have pet me. Hands of all shapes and sizes. Do you like your name? Do you usually poop in the morning? Will the bathroom outside smell when you go out to use it during the break? Or will you make it smell, bashfully hoping nobody knows it was you? Do you spend time looking at the price per kilogram of bread at the grocery store? Carefully buying the most cost-effective one? The flavor, the price, if the label makes the bread look hearty enough? Will you finish it by the time it starts to go moldy or stale? Do you throw it out when you're done, or do something else with it? They say ducks' stomachs explode if you feed them too much bread. If you feed them too much bread, the bread expands in their stomachs. They're not meant to digest it. And their stomach explodes. Does the person next to you buy their bread from a fancy bakery? Certain people have a kind of vibe about them. Or they host a house party and you see what they have on their kitchen counter. Are they rich? Are they poorer than you? Or do they pick up the bread at the grocery store that costs a little bit more than the cheapest per kilogram and squeezing it a bit in their hands, assessing its characteristics and putting it back down? How dry are their hands? Do you think they have a hair care regimen, or just grab whatever looks affordable and decent? Imagine. Rich people take their old fancy bakery bread and feed it to ducks. And the ducks are tasting expensive artisanal bread, and they're exploding left and right.